happening, everyone? It's your boy here, Dorahim. We're back again today with another great and amazing tech video. I understand the iPhone 16 is here and 16 Pro, and it seems to be really nice throughout this kind of device, and it's such an iconic or improvement from iPhone 15. Now today this video is just my impression on this kind of device and what's actually new throughout this device. Coming from an iPhone 15, if you're using the iPhone 15 and right now you just want to switch to the brand new latest ingredient in the market, which is the iPhone 16 and 16 Pro. Well, what's so new about these devices? So let's get started. So guys, basically throughout the iPhone 16 we are seeing something like a new bionic chip, which is an 18 bionic chip and 18 Pro bionic chip. It seems to be really great. Apple jumped the other bionic chip, which I don't know why, but anyways, it's a brand new bionic chip, which is an 18 bionic chip. On top of that, there is a brand new RAM, and I'm talking about the most speed of RAM, because the iPhone 15 has 6 GB of RAM compared to the iPhone 16 Pro Max might be having 8 GB of RAM, but overall throughout the brand new iPhone 16 has 8 GB of RAM entirely, all of them. So that's something which I can say it's a newer improvement throughout performance. And don't get me wrong, but there are small details or touches we might be saying, okay, Apple has run out of ideas, so but it's overall making an iPhone a little bit differently. And on top of that, through this kind of device, it's packed with the camera features, brand new camera features, which it's quite not bad on the body. But we're going to talk about the pros right now, and we're going to jump it out throughout the cons, why this kind of device might be a little bit skeptical throughout Apple. Now, through all these kind of camera improvements, it seems to be really nice, and I kind of vibe with it. It's quite not bad. We understand even Xiaomi tried doing something like this, closer to that. Even Windows had that kind of button. We know a bunch of phones of the past, they actually had this kind of physical button of the camera whereby you can just hold it and take a picture. Even Samsung had it before, and it's just something not new, but we know Apple, the way they perfect their devices at a different circumstances of level, which is quite amazing. Even if you check out the presentation through the keynote, it's just really dope. Not only that, throughout the perfection, but when it comes to the actual device, what do you get as a user? As a user, you might say it's a slight upgrade, because even it has an Apple Intelligence on top of that, like a ChatGPT or Assistant, or Siri has become more aware of what's going on compared to back in the day. Siri was just like a calculator or something, which was not actually much usage, but overall they have really improved throughout that, which is a good thing. So Apple usually takes a little bit of time to keep up with their software base, and when they come up with something, they perfect it so much. So I think throughout here, overall the iPhone 16, it's few features, and overall a brand new change of the body of the iPhone 16, a brand new colors through these devices, and overall it's quite great. We can say it's great. We can clap now the hands. Now when we jump out to the con side, now the con side is all about, should you switch from iPhone 15 to iPhone 16? Well, basically, I can say if you just don't want to switch, like you're thinking you would like just to stay with your phone, I can say 100% stay with it, because still your phone is performing very well. You just don't need to switch. But for the people who never used an iPhone, well, iPhone 16 is much better choice to just get started through your phone, which I understand very few people might be jumping out to the brand new iPhone. Not a lot of them, but I can say few people. Let us just see, like the hype has a little bit go down, not like back in the days up to people they sleep on the store. It was so much chaotic, but nowadays it seems like that kind of hype of iPhone or Apple products is just a little bit slowing down. I don't know, it's just my perspective, or because I'm viewing it in a different perspective, but overall it's just like going all the way down. But overall, this is just my kind of impression and my perspective throughout Apple products. Anyways, throughout this kind of the whole bunch of scenario of this kind of product line, brand new ones, and introducing us some few features which slightly might be triggering a lot of people to not switch. Now here's why.
Yeah, boy.
Giving us Samsung body compared to the other iPhones which we had already. I understand there might be slight changes here and there, but still that's not such a big deal. And another kind of stuff which I think on my own kind of perspective, which iPhone everything could do, it's all about giving much time to release this product. Not only iPhone, even Samsung, even Google, even bunch of companies, manufacturers of smartphone. I understand it might be seems to be differently, but you'll get to my point. When you give it least time like 2 years and you release a brand new device, that kind of hype it will be generated because people will be so pumped to buy that device compared to releasing a device in each year, because it makes that one device which has been released, let's say the 2020 this 2024 device has been released like iPhone 16, right? So next year we're expecting iPhone 17, which means this device which has been released on this year, it will look outdated, which gives it smaller time up to they change the device to a new one. So I understand this is just a market stuff and a business strategically, but overall for users, if we're gonna be really it's gonna be taking a bit of time for release. So as users can be, you know what I mean? I understand business wise doesn't sound like what I'm saying. It might be sounding a little bit crazy, but overall through these devices, if they give it much time to release, it will be much better. So as they can even say we have discontinued that device in peace, but they actually give it few features like the iPhone 15. Don't tell me that it will get less Apple intelligent software because of its bionic chip, which is insane because that phone still is so much powerful for its chipset. And compared to how they're gonna be releasing the MacBooks right now, we're gonna see the M4 chip coming up compared to the M3. So it's really kind of weird. I don't know why these kind of companies they do that, but overall that's just my perspective on how tech it going. Overall it's a great thing. We have seen the device, it's really dope, it's really good, and yeah, the keynote is dope. Yeah, it's quite not bad. We know how Apple they get up with their product lineup, and it's really dope. So we're waiting just for the MacBooks, how they're gonna be, and overall it's great. So yeah, this is just my impression, guys, and let me know in the comments down below what you're thinking about grabbing the iPhone 16 and 16 Pro. There's actually 16 Plus if you just want, and 16 Pro Max, which I didn't talk about it because they're like the same, and I just didn't wanna, you know what I mean? But overall it's just the same thing. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments down below which phone captured you mostly throughout upgrading, or you want to just stick with your phone and wait for the iPhone 18 because 17 might be looking like the iPhone 16 body which showcased us this year. So if you just want to hold up, you can hold up, but if you're new, consider buying it, and it's really dope. So up to the next one, guys, and peace.